Guys, so today's video is going to be the 50 facts about me tag video. I'm not going to do a completely random one where I just say like really random stuff about me. I'm going to actually give you guys a little bit of information about myself because most of you obviously don't know anything about me, and I've had a few people ask to do a like get to know me video, so that's what I'm going to do today. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm going to let you in on some of my secrets. I've always been overly obsessed with looking at myself in mirrors since I was a tiny child. I am the biggest animal lover. I would do absolutely anything to keep an animal safe. If I see any animal cruelty, my eyes well up with tears. I literally get so much anger and I don't want to get emotional actually talking about it, but I would do anything to keep an animal safe. I was diagnosed with depression about 6 months ago. And to add to that, I have pretty bad social anxiety. I love pretty much every single fruit, but I hate tomatoes, and they do count as a fruit, so yeah. I find soft carpet and rugs just so satisfying to walk on. I've been obsessed with SpongeBob SquarePants for like the last 10 years. I own nearly every single DVD and every season, and I just find it comforting to watch his episodes when I'm not feeling so great, or it just helps me get to sleep. I just love watching SpongeBob. I am a very entrepreneurial person. I think I get that from my dad because he has always been self-employed. So I've grown up watching someone build their own success, and that is something that's really close to my heart, and I want to be my own boss. Not because I don't want anyone to tell me what to do, sort of because of that, but I just want to feel completely independent and do things in a way that I feel they should be done. I became interested in makeup when I started working at Priceline, and I started working in the makeup section, and I wanted to learn about different products, so I would YouTube them, and that's where the whole YouTube obsession began. I have never been one of those people that has a whole ton of friends, but that's how I like it. I like to have my select group of friends who I know I can trust and rely on for anything. My favorite meal is chicken schnitzel with chips and creamy garlic sauce from the bowling club where I used to live. So good. I hate the taste of made coffee like a cappuccino or something from a special barista place, and I don't like Nespresso coffees or anything like that, but I quite like instant coffee, so that's kind of weird. People think I'm weird. I talk like a serious crazy person in my sleep. I was an extremely self-destructive teenager. I would punch walls, and I had to go in an ambulance to the hospital once because I held so much anger as a teenager and I didn't know how to express it. I am extremely close with my mum. I can tell her pretty much anything. She's one of my best friends, and we never used to have that relationship, so I am so glad that I do have that with my mum. I love mornings, but I absolutely hate afternoons. If I look at the clock and it's between 1 and 4 p.m, like right now it's 1:26, I just feel like I've achieved not enough in the day. I really don't like the afternoons, but then when it comes to nighttime, I quite enjoy nighttime, so it's really odd. I am overly obsessed with getting a cat, and we are allowed to get one. My boyfriend and I want a cat really bad. This was my little birthday present from my grandma because she was kind of making a joke to me that I got a cat. But basically I asked our real estate to ask our landlord if they would allow us to get a cat because I just need that animal love in my life, and I wasn't getting it, so they said yes yesterday, so we're gonna go on Sunday and adopt a kitten. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys have no idea. I get tension headaches on a very regular basis, and it is really the worst thing in the world. I feel for anybody who suffers from migraines or tension headaches or cluster headaches because they are really debilitating. Chocolate is my sweet tooth weakness. I am absolutely terrified of sharks and crocodiles and snakes, but I love watching shows about them and like movies about them eating people. It kind of feeds my fear a little bit, so I don't know why I do it, but I enjoy watching those kinds of movies. My all-time favorite TV show, hands down, without a single doubt, is McLeod's Daughters. If you don't know what that is, it's an Australian TV show and it finished quite a few years ago, but it's basically about the McLeod's girls who own a farm in rural Australia. Basically, everyone tells them that they can't run the farm without the help of a man, and they prove their asses wrong. There's all these girls just kicking ass and riding horses and doing farm work, and it's my favorite show. I cannot get enough. Like, I finished watching the seasons all the way through and I wanted to just start again straight away. Oh, the obsession is real. I'm always paranoid that people are following me. Like, when I go to leave a place, I'm always like, I think someone's watching me. It's weird. I enjoy going to cemeteries and visiting gravestones and walking around and just reading people's gravestones, and I know that might sound weird to some people, but it makes me appreciate my life more as a human being who is still able to live on this planet, and I still get the chance to make a difference. So I just find it super interesting and really just opens my mind to different things. I am massively interested in mental health, and I want to be a part of removing the stigma around depression, anxiety, bipolar, multiple personality disorder, like all of these different mental disorders that people can't see, so they judge. I really want to get rid of that mental illness stigma. I like to watch old Dr. Phil episodes when I get bored. My favourite day of the week is usually a Thursday, and today is actually a Thursday. But my least favourite day is generally a Sunday. I have something with my depression that causes me to become extremely sad on a Sunday, and it's some kind of trigger and I don't know what it is. We're trying to figure it out, but I'm getting better. I'm slowly getting better, but for now, Sundays just are not my favourite day. I am a big believer in smiling at strangers and just generally being kind, like saying hello or smiling, just being a nice person. It's not hard to be. I am currently studying to be a vet nurse. I have to make lists for absolutely everything. If it's not written down, it's not organised, I feel out of control. I love shopping. I was given my first cat when I was 5 years old from my grandparents, and I named her Nala. As soon as I got her, my mum said, "What are you going to call her?" And I said, "Natalie." And she said, "I think we should think about that name." We ended up going with Nala, and I still have her. She is 17 years old. She's a bit senile, but I still have her. I have a 17-year-old brother and I have a 15-year-old sister who I never really used to get along with, but now when I've moved away, my sister and I are a lot more close. My mum is a doctor, and I say that with such pride because my whole family is so proud of her. I moved to a new city last June with my boyfriend, and it is probably the best thing I have ever done for myself. My dream house is a beautiful brick built house that feels cozy and is out in the countryside with lots of paddocks around me and green grass, green trees, and I would have cows and horses and dogs and cats and chooks. I would have all these different animals, and that is just my dream house. Just being able to overlook the countryside. I would always rather that over the sea, and I know that's weird to some people, but that's just what I would prefer. I really dislike festivals or anything where there's a big crowd of people. I just do not like being in a big crowd. It makes me feel extremely anxious and claustrophobic, so I just avoid festivals and that kind of thing. I adore turtles. I used to collect them, and my nan actually got me a turtle light for my birthday, and I have a tattoo of a turtle. I find crystals and earthstones super intriguing, and I am a big believer in the power of spiritual healing and healing yourself through ways other than medicine. My favourite subjects when I was in school were drama and art. I've never been a huge book reader, but I really wish I was. I'm not a good cook unless I follow a recipe to the absolute T. I can't just think of something off the top of my head and cook it. I just do not have that ability, but I am very good at baking. Even though I live in a city currently, I will always go back to the country. I get claustrophobic very easily, and it's not a good thing. I have never been out to a nightclub. I have been to pubs, but a nightclub is somewhere that I have never been, and to be honest, I never plan on going to one just because it does not appeal to me. I don't like crowds. I just don't like the whole atmosphere. If I could do YouTube full time, I 110% would. I have always been obsessed with shoes. When I was younger, I disappeared in the shopping center and my mum found me in the shoe section, sitting down trying on shoes. My favourite breed of dogs are Staffies. I just love Staffies. There's nothing can beat a Staffy smile in my books. I very rarely drink alcohol, and if I do, it's like 1 or 2 drinks. I used to drink a lot of alcohol when I was younger, but I really don't find it interesting or fun anymore, so I would prefer to treat myself to a soft drink or something like that when I go out. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about me. I hope it was interesting for you, and I will see you in my next video. Oh, let me know a fact about you down below if you'd like, and we can share things with friends. I like friends. Okay, bye guys.